ask me, I nailed this look. Yeah. I ate this look. Left no crumbs for the girlies. Hi, you guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a mommy transformation hair video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this mommy makeover as I take you guys on this hair journey with me as I do my own boho knotless, well, they're not knotless, Boho Bob box braids. Now, I have been itching for this style. And one thing about me is I love a good wet and wavy look. I love a wet and wavy look. And if you guys don't know, like one of my signature styles is the micro illusion braids. And what the micro illusion braids is when you micro your entire crown of your hair and then you do a sew-in in the middle. I love that hairstyle, and for years that has been my favorite hairstyle. Now, I'm going to have to say that this Boho Bob has trumped my micro illusion braids. Yes, we have found a new signature look. I love this. It is so ethnic. It's so queenly. It's elegant. I did it in a jet black. I love colors, but I wanted to do a jet black sleek look because it goes with everything. And I feel like the quality of jet black hair is just much better than any black hair braiding, any color braiding hair. I did include in the video the brands of hair that I used, the wet and wavy pieces that I use for my boho, and the braiding hair that I use for the braids. So I did this entire process myself. I would say total it took me about 8 hours. And you guys are subscribed to Gabby and Me, so you guys know that I am a mom. I do believe that this would be one of the quicker styles. Now, this style is very, very full. You don't see any parts. And I did that intentionally. So what I wanted for this look was something full and voluminous. And that's really, if you are from, like, I'm a millennial and we used to wear something called kinky twist. And kinky twist was very voluminous like this, depending on who you went to and how you got it done. It may not have been exactly this big, but it was very close to volume and style when it came to kinky twist. So that was the look that I was going for. I did want something, you know, more sassy and sophisticated. And I feel like this nailed it. I didn't want to do square parts. I felt like square parts would space it out too much. I didn't want it to be boxy. I wanted it to be full. So I did oval shape parts. Now, I've been using oval shape, or you can call them semicircle, but it's when you part up like this. And what that does is it closes the gaps in between the hair and it makes them lay very full. So I really love to use that method. I use that method on my braids unless somebody specifies that they want box braids or triangle braids. I do use that particular method for braiding even my clients. I find that it's more full, it looks more natural. They can wear their hair all different styles without parts popping out. Some people like square grids, they like that look, so it does have to be requested because that's not my go-to. So for this style, I did not use squares or boxes. I use oval, which naturally I can do without even using a mirror. So I did my complete head. I did not use a mirror. I just did it by touch. I'm a hair braider. I've been braiding for since I was 12 years old. So my head, my landscape is natural for me. I can do it without a mirror. So I did do this without a mirror. Like I said, it took about 8 hours. I am a mom now, so that kind of slows down the process. But ask me, I nailed this look. Yeah. I ate this look. Left no crumbs for the girlies. No crumbs. 10 out of 10 would recommend this Boho Bob style. My hair is fairly long, so I did have to do the braids, you know, long. I think I stopped them maybe like 1 inch 1 inch underneath my natural hair. And yeah, so getting this length, I really wanted a bob. I could have went shorter. Honestly, I love this look, but if my hair was shorter, I could have went shorter. But I'm kind of glad that I didn't. I really love how this turned out. I feel like it compliments me. It definitely gives me that curl and va-va-voom. I love the curls that I use. These curls are a wet and wavy curl, and they are not human hair. These are synthetic. Might be a synthetic blend, but they are not human hair. I did use perm rods on the ends of the braids, and I did implement some full braids. As you can see, this is a full braid. It does not have any boho in it. So I did implement some braids without boho curl. Now in the back, I would say maybe like my first 3 layers, I use a very light amount of boho, and then I increased the boho towards the top because I knew I wanted it to be big, almost like a natural kinky curly fro. That's what I was going for. But this is lovely. You can style it in several different ways. You can have your bangs. Like, I just love this style. I love this style for me. I even put a little jewel in there. There's a woman in my building, and she's a jewelry maker, and she gave me these jewelry, and I fell in love with it. I wish I could find the other one. This one is a star, and it has like some stones on it. So I put it in my hair. She's a jewelry maker, and I was just feeling the vibe. I feel like it gave good energy, and so I put it in my hair. I have used beads in my hair before, and I do feel like the beads in my hair are always spiritual and symbolic. So for me, this bead is like a high level of elevation and healing for me. So I did put it in my hair. She also gave me, it was a set, you know, earrings, a pair, and the other one was mismatched. It actually had a crescent moon on it, and I'm a little bit sad because I misplaced it. So I have to find out where that one is so that I could put it in my hair. But if you're interested in seeing me doing this look, then definitely stay tuned. I have done other looks on this channel before, box braids down the back, braids on other people's hair. If you have any requests for any type of mommy makeover styles you would like to see, I feel like the best way to incorporate me doing my hair into this channel without it kind of diverting from it being a family channel is to do them as mommy makeovers, because typically that's what happens. Like once a month, depending on the style that I go for, I'll do my hair. It could last 1 to 2 to 3 months, but it's usually a mommy makeover. Me wearing that same style for the entire month, making sure it's a style that complements everywhere I need to go and what I need to do. And then finally me getting to a place and say, okay, you know what? Mommy needs to get her hair done. So it's definitely a mommy makeover. I do my own hair. I haven't been to the salon to get my hair done in over 10 years. I did get my natural hair done. I would go get it trimmed at the beauty school. And if you're looking to get like a discounted like silk press or blowout, try going to like a Empire Beauty School or your community beauty school. It's a way to give back to the stylist. And I had a girl that she was Dominican, and she did very well with my hair, and she would do my hair in the salon, my natural hair. So I have had my natural hair within the last 10 years. Maybe I haven't had my natural hair straightened in the salon within the last 7 years. But yeah, she would straighten my hair for me and trim it. I would trim it, but she would straighten it and get it done really good. Following her graduating from school, I did go to a Dominican hair salon, and they burnt my hair out, like burnt it. My scalp was burning. So after that, I haven't been back. And I just managed and do my own hair, my own natural hair as well. I am like over 10 years natural. So yeah, I just do my natural hair. Postpartum, it is growing back. It's growing very well. I'm trying out different products to master my texture because I do want tailbone length hair. So yeah, that's what I'm progressing towards. But if you're interested in this bohemian look and how you can do it yourself, then stay tuned. If you have any questions, leave them down below, And yeah, remember to thumbs this video up. Remember to subscribe. And welcome to all my new subscribers. And to you that may subscribe, thank you so much for supporting Gabby and me. And we'll see you in the video. Bye, guys. Okay, you guys, so let's jump right into the style. I had already started, but let's see products. So for braiding the hair, I'm going to be using the Model Glance Formation Natural Touch Braiding Hair. It's the all-in-one pack. You get 8 packs and you get an extra bonus pack for free. Then I'm going to be using the new Model Water Wave hair. And I do cut both of these in half. Now, the Model braiding hair was in a 30-inch, and I cut that in half. And the Wet and Wavy hair was in a 22-inch. For edge control, I'm using the Isha Slick and Slay 2-in-1 Braids Lock and Edge Gel. And then for mousse, I'm going to be using the Set and Mousse Braid Formula by Eben, New York. So let's just hop right into the style. Now, right here, what you're seeing me do is separate the hair. I'm doing like a pinky amount of hair. Yeah, I'm doing about a pinky amount of hair. And then I take the Model Wet and Wavy. For every one curl, I separate it into about 4 or 5 single curls that we're going to use to boho. Now, my braiding strategy is the 2 strands and then flip them over. So that's what I'm doing right here. Now, this video is not supposed to be a tutorial. If you want a braiding tutorial on how to braid, I can do that. This is just a transformation. You guys are watching me and I'm telling you the products that I'm using in case you want to try to create this style on your own. So I go ahead and braid, and you have to be very careful when you feed these little curly pieces inside because sometimes they can slide. So just like it did right there, it slid. So I just braided it down a little bit more, and then I went ahead and added the curly pieces in. Now, something that made my hair more voluminous was to cut those Wet and Wavy pieces in half. And what that did was kind of volumize the hair. Because I did not make my boho strands just as long as the braids. I didn't want to do that. I wanted it more like a layered look. So I had my boho, some of my braids, my boho strands were towards the end. Some of my boho started at the top. It was not very uniformed, okay? So that also helped to produce the volume. So it's very important that you have that rat tail comb so that you can get those nice crispy parts. So you want to make sure that you have a rat tail comb, and you want to make sure that you have more than one comb on hand. The reason why I say that is because it's a technique to separate the boho hair from the braiding hair. Just with 2 hands, right? So you'll be juggling a lot trying to do that. It's possible, I do it, but if you want to just relieve some stress from yourself, just have more than one comb. That way, when you pull the boho curls from the braiding hair, you can just flip them up. So you'll see me do that multiple times. Just flip the boho hair up and use the comb to hold it at the top of my head until the braid is actually done, and then I'll release the boho strands. That'll help it from getting all tangled in, and it'll just save you some stress. As you guys can see, like I said, I'm using those oval shaped parts. So like I said, you can't even see the parts because they're like oval shape, or can we say semicircle? They're like a semicircle parted out amount hair. It's just a roundabout pull out the hair. No harsh parts, no square parts, nothing, round parts. Now you can, it kind of reminds me of like a honeycomb. So once the hair is done, like you guys saw in the intro when I pulled it up in the back, you do see, like, you know, how I loop the hair out as far as the parts go. But the parts are not very like square shaped. They're like a semicircle shape, and that makes the hair lay down flat and it makes it look fuller. Now, one of the techniques that I use when braiding, and that I have used all the time when I'm up in that crown, because when I braid, I can't keep braiding down in that backwards direction. So what you'll see me do is swing that braid around closer to the front so that I have a better hand positioning, and so that is easier to braid and I can braid down faster. If I kept that braid in the same position where I latched the hair in and kept trying to braid down like that, girl, my neck will be broke and my wrists will be twisted and it'll just be a mess. So once I do get down a certain amount, I go ahead and swing that braid around so that I can go ahead and finish it up. Now, in order to continue to get progress, I'm going to be curling and moosing as I go along. So for like every 10 braids, I'm going to mousse them, start the mousse from the top and get it all over the braid, all the way down to the loose hair at the bottom. And then I'm going to use those perm rods to curl it. So I do that throughout. As you can see, I haven't dipped the other ones yet, but they do have perm rods on there already. And what I do is I make sure that I separate the boho hair out, because I don't want that synthetic hair to get in the heat and melt down and get matted. It is synthetic hair, even though it's wet and wavy, so it probably would do good in water. I haven't tested that out yet, but I know, well, it has mousse on it, and I know that it's wet and wavy, so it can take water. But steaming hot water will burn it, just like it burns the synthetic fibers for the braids. That's why people use the dipping method to seal the ends of the hair. Now, what you see, I want you to watch my wrist work as I do. Yeah, watch my wrist work as I put the perm rod on. I'm not just wrapping it around. I'm doing a twist technique, and I'm wrapping it and twisting it around that rod. Now that we're all done, I'm going ahead and putting that E-band in my scalp all over my hair. Gabby did want to say hi to you guys, so she's talking. I don't know what she's talking about, but yeah, excuse my baby little crusty face. Sometimes I do have to go tunnel vision to do my hair, so she kind of gets, I don't want to use the word neglected, baby child, when I'm talking about my baby, but that's kind of what happened, because you know kids, they need 50,000 things when it's your time. Now, to get the high quality curls, you want to make sure that that water is hot. I mean scorching hot. When you pull it out the microwave or get it off the stove, it needs to be boiling, okay? And because of that, you need to be very, very careful. You want to have a towel, a t-shirt, whatever you use. You do not want to deal with that scorching hot hair. You can get burned very badly if you don't. But you want that to be very hot. Now, I've been hearing this conversation about washing your braiding hair before you use it, because it's supposed to cause sickness. It's supposed to do all of these different things. I'm not sure about that, but I was looking at this water and I was like, yeah, this water does look a little bit filthy, sis. But my hair does have mousse on it and everything else. So yeah, we're gonna just chalk it up to that. But anyway, take a look. I feel like the camera really in my lighting is not really doing it any justice right here, but you guys got to see it in the beginning, so you know what's up. But yeah, so I'm just showing you guys the finishing product, and yeah, I had to fluff it out a little bit more. Yeah, but I think it turned out beautifully. I really love this style. Let me know what you think. Again, remember to thumbs this video up and like, comment, and subscribe.